Hello and welcome to Model Kit Beginner. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys doing all right. Today we're looking at this beautiful thing. We have a 32 Ford 5-window coupe. A 2-in-1 version as well, so that's quite something. From the fine folks over at Revell. Here's the box, and we're going to have a closer look at the box once we get down to the bench. But I tell you, I was quite excited about this one. Wife went into the shop with me and wanted to buy me a model, and who can say no to that? And that's the one I chose. I saw that one, it was one of the first ones I saw, and that's it. Easy choice. Never built a 5-window coupe, so here we are. Can build a 5-window coupe. And I was certainly looking forward doing that. But before we do that, I think we should have a closer look what's in the kit. Well, if you know anything about 32 Fords, you know that they have been around for quite some time. How long exactly? Let's have a quick gander at Scalemates and see what they have to say about that. Right, and here we are, having a look at the history of the 32 5-window coupe 2-in-1. And I don't know how much you look for 5-window coupes 2-in-1 on Scalemates, but you might have never seen that one because I just popped it in 5 minutes ago. Reason is there are other ones which I thought were mine. Yeah, but if you look at that one, you see the Ford emblem is slightly different. It is right over here. I say, yeah, but there's this one. Yeah, that's right. That looks pretty close. But here, this section is different. Mine says 14 plus. Mine doesn't have these symbols at the bottom. And the hours, are the hours different? They are not even hours. So there's level 5 and 1 to 25. So yeah, it's a different model. And looking at the box, it's a 2020, and there wasn't a 2020 in the timeline at all. So I popped it in there. I think it's my second model which I actually pop into Scalemates, maybe third one. I'm sometimes lucky and get those things which are quite unique, you know. Anyway, so much for that. So let's have a look here. So this one is a 2020, as we already said, 2020 Revox. And as you might have imagined, the history of a 32 Ford is vast. It starts out with this one here with the orange crate, just a slightly different body. It's not really a coupe, it's a sedan. Quite something. Actually, I would love to have that. Not Tyndall. Yeah. And then we go, this is all the Revells. Then we bounced around between Revell monogram and monogram. All kinds of beautiful, beautiful things. There's the crate again. And then we got to the coupes. Monogram put out some coupes. Look at this. This is a 3-window coupe. Where good guys, Rotten Customs. Here we go. That actually looks pretty nice as well. I love the scheme. And then it went back to Revell and bounced around between Revell and Revell monogram, which obviously were the same thing, with different sedans and coupes. And the very latest one is this one, which is the 32 Ford Roadster in this very cool scheme. Right, but we obviously gonna today have a look at our 2-in-1 5-window coupe from Ford, brought out by the fine folks at Revell. So we had a look at the history. I didn't even look at the year, very early. 1963, first one came out, first 3-window coupe. Maybe 1996. So maybe the tooling isn't that bad after all. It's not a 63 tooling. Doesn't look like it. I don't think so. So let's have a look. What is in the box? So for that we obviously have to go down on the bench, and I'll see you there. So here we are with a 5-window coupe, and let's have a quick look around at the box. Say this is very similar to the 2016 edition, apart from a couple of things, and obviously the date. Beautiful, beautiful. You see a normal coupe. I don't know what are the two editions. We will see that in the instruction manual. I'm sure they will tell us more about that. We have these two beautiful editions. Here we go. There you have the yellow one more in front. Here we go. It has been Ford licensed. Very nice, you can see that over here. Oh, look at that lid. I wonder if they have two lids in there. That's pretty cool. Then here is the other one again, and then we have a look at that. That's always interesting, isn't it? And we see a couple of things here. We see, for example, that it has 191 parts. So that's not a 63 kit, that's for sure. It has quite a few parts, molded in white. It is around about 17 centimeters in length, or 6.6 inches. And here we have a rough color call out and a little bit more about the coupe. 191 parts. Boy, how do you nail 191 parts to this car? But only one way to find out. Let's open this thing up. Right. Here we are. We have the instruction sheet. We'll have a look at that just now. Beautiful body. Okay, seems to be some real lights in that bag as well. We have some glass. We have tires. We have plastic. Quite a bit. We have chrome. 3. Jeez, there are 3 trees of chrome. That is quite something. Hey, you're gonna nail all this chrome too. There must be many, many options available. Or are they? Well, let's have a look and find out. Oh yeah, here's a decal sheet. We'll have a look at that just now. Right, here we are. You can see this looks like a Revell 90s instruction sheet. The newer ones are colored, and the older ones you certainly can see are the older ones. Right, so this I would, if I would have a guess, I would say Revell 90s or 2000. And so the 96 might be correct, which we had a look at just now at the history. Color callouts right over here. Looks pretty much the same as the one we have seen. Then we have all the parts here. Yeah, 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. Yeah, quite a few parts around here. 191, we have seen it. And that's always the Revell America. I like to learn the name of the part. I really do. It's wonderful. But I would like to see what should be on my sprue so I can have a look if everything is in the box. Cover is also nice. All right, so they call it the Highboy and the Coupe. Right, we have 2 versions. The Highboy was the blue one, which we have seen. And the Coupe, obviously, will be the one with the sweeping fenders. Right, Highboy engine, we have right over here. Obviously has this beautiful engine over here. Let me get you the box again. Here we go. This beautiful engine which sticks out here. Right, that belongs to the Highboy. You can see it also has the radiator intake is also closed up with a devil's face. It has these little container here in front, and it appears to have different lights, certainly different light construction. Yeah, and tires look different, no fenders. So yeah, there are certainly at least these 2 options in here. Highboy being the blue one, and the yellow one they just call the Coupe in here. Right, we'll have just a look what the engine is in the Coupe. Even looking over here, this doesn't look like a flathead. Right, we have the Highboy engine right over here, so it just tells you how to assemble it. The obviously very special intakes, and then we have the Coupe with this particular engine here, and looking at a 5-liter which they have designated here. I wonder if this isn't a Ford Cobra engine which they put in here, which obviously will make this little 5-window coupe go nicely. I can tell you that for nothing. I like that yellow Highboy, but that blue, the yellow coupe, but the blue Highboy also looks very striking. Anyway, that's your choices. You have either this very rough and ready, very high cc engine, or you have the what I would think is the 5-liter Cobra, and you're welcome in the comments to help me right here. Right, then wheels. Oh, we seem to have quite a few different wheels which we can choose from. There weren't that many tires to choose from, so we'll see how that goes. Wheels to choose from, then obviously they are here with the rear suspension. That I would assume is the Coupe. Yeah, that's the Coupe. Now where's the Highboy? Oh no, that's the Coupe, that's the Highboy. and all the different suspension setups. Then we have exhausts right over here, suspension right over here. Yeah, it's not a 60s kit for sure. Then we have different parts of the steering mechanism, different for the highboy than for the coupe. We have those over here. Then we have the coupe engine to put in right over here with the coupe headers. Or you can then obviously also do the highboy. I'm sure that's coming up shortly. We have then the highboy interior is somewhat different to the coupe interior, which is interesting. Starting with the dashboard. The coupe has a normal traditional 32-4 dashboard right over here, the Model A dashboard, which we all know and love, the centered one. And then the highboy seems to have something a bit more modern in here. Right. Let's move over. We have... Have I moved over too far? No. I didn't see where they put in the highboy engine. Oh, there it is. Idiot. There's the highboy engine. It's actually coupe headers, or you put in the highboy engine with the highboy headers. Right, missed that one. Never happens. Then we have the highboy steering wheel, and we have the coupe steering wheel, which looks kind of street rottish. Highboy steering wheel, obviously you take out the gear shift right over here. Make shift because it probably has a manual shift, as normal cars should have. Then you install everything, get the glass in here, and that even seems to be... No, it's not different for highboy and coupe, so that's all the same. Firewall right over here at the bottom. Anyway, there was a comment. Interior side of firewall shown, remark. Okay. Oh, they probably said you need to paint this because it's shown. Right, then look at the highboy here. They close this up here. They close this area up. And when you look at the coupe right over here, it's not closed up. So highboy is closed up. And then the construction or marrying of the body and the frame. Then with the coupe, looks slightly different. And obviously we have this beautiful sweeping fenders in here. Then we have the highboy and coupe cooling mechanism, obviously slightly different in measurements. Here is the coupe engine hub, which you can choose which one you would like to use. I see that. That's pretty cool. You have different options here depending on what kind of louvers or no louvers you prefer. Then the highboy is obviously a solid radiator inlet, and with the coupe we have the normal chrome inlet. So that is quite cool. And with the highboy, obviously, you just have the top here and then the cover here. At the bottom is for the coupe only. So you really have to be awake to make sure you put the right stuff on. Then we have lights, different ones for highboy and coupe. You can see they are differently mounted as well. Then we have the louvered lid at the back. Very nice. Tells you where all the backlights are. For the highboy, I'm sure it looks somewhat different. It also has that one, but it has no louvers. I like the louvers. It's really nice. But anyway, so this is then the interesting tank for the highboy, which you will find then at the end right over here. And that obviously is only the installation of the final parts. Different lights, different LED, and yeah, quite a few differences between the two of them. And here you have the different two different coupe possibilities, how to, versions. Here we go. You have the flamey one, or you have the pinstripey, very subtle one, also very nice. Or you can then obviously go all out and put those enormous flames on the highboy, either here, which is a little bit more subtle, flames just coming out there, a bit of pinstriping at the end, or you can go with the devil front. You see they have a highboy here with a normal front here. You can go with a solid radiator front with the little devil decal, and obviously then all the markings over here. And white walls, interesting. Interesting. Looks like white walls are decals. Right, well, it looks, look, I don't want to be funny, but it looks an interesting build. Now, we have seen many versions. So let's go a little bit closer and have a look at the decal sheet. Here we are. Right, very interesting. Lots of flames, as we can see. Here are the white walls, which we have just seen for the big littles. Lots of pinstriping in black and white, which obviously means you can use them on other rods. Flames all over the show. These appear to be the flames for the Coupe. Then we obviously have flames for the Highboy, especially these ones right over here. Yeah, quite interesting. And the Devil, obviously, a couple of registration plates, a couple of German markings right over here, which seem to be very popular, and then quite a few opportunities to deck out your dashboard right over here. Very cool, and then obviously also for the modern dashboard over there. So yeah, there are quite a few possibilities. That's actually for the more original one. This is for the modern options. So I have quite a few options. Nice decals, looks cool. Revell decals normally not too bad, actually quite good mostly. And yeah, let's go right. I think we in the decal department we shouldn't have too many problems. Let's have a quick look at the tire department. That's all tires I could find. We have two big ones. We have big littles, two big ones. Tread is not too deep. There are not branded. Here we go. So, and they are obviously on this tree. Not my favorite form of tires, but they are workable, and you should be all right with those. Very hard, so you're not gonna slip them over the rim. You will have to be carefully build your wheel around it. We have a look at the transparent parts. There obviously aren't too many. Quite a few rear window, and there are some side windows, which I guess are the rear windows. The front side windows are not in here, and we have some light covers as well. I've seen together with the bodies there's also some red transparent plastic, which we're going to have a look at once we get to the body. Right, look at this. We have chromage. We are really big in the chrome here. So let's open this up and have a look what this is all about. Lots of chrome. Right. Let's have a look at this one to start with. Oh, look, it looks like we have quite a few wheel options here. So that looks all right. That's pretty cool. Bumpers, very original looking. Here's bumpers. Then we have the window frame, of course. This is the traditional 32 Ford Model A dashboard right over here. This is where you hang your lamps. You see two different size lamps. I'm not quite sure where the big ones and the small ones are. You got me. I think the small ones are for the Highboy. And then we have wheel options. Now these are the wheel options for what they call the Coupe. Because the Highboy is more on the normal steely side of things. Obviously a more business-like rod. Right, here we go. Next package of chromage. Here we go. So here we have support for suspension in chrome. We have the headers in chrome. There's some breakage in chrome. This looks like the lid for the air filter. That's maybe an oil pan. There's obviously the grille right over here. Front suspensions are right over here. And some valve covers right over there. And a couple of other smaller chrome parts. Chrome is pretty shiny. I guess for a show car it's probably not too bad. Otherwise you can just dull it down a little bit flat, clear or semi-flat. Right, then let's have a look what we have in here. Alright, here's another frame. Pretty cool. There's more headers right over here. So this is the highboy valve covers right over there. Other valve, yeah, they have certainly options in here. No wonder they have 191 parts. Jeez. Here you have the top with the, where it says 5 liters, and with that air filter switch over there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, so quite a bit of chromage in here. We will certainly lots to choose from. So that's interesting. Then we have a couple of bags of white. Should we do a small bag first? Let's do the small bag first. Keep the big bag for later. Right. What are we having here? So here we have wheels. Here we have the steelies who go with the highboy, the backside of the wheels. These are the body cover which you put on should you choose to build the highboy. Here we have the bench seat right over here. Firewall is over here. That's what we have in here. Then next one, engine halves. This looks like the highboy engine, I would say. Oil pan. Here is the highboy dashboard instrument panel, for sure, and other engine parts including oil pan over here. The interior we have beautiful interior panels which you will find over here. The handles are molded in. Then we have that solid piece for the highboy in front. We have steerage. That's the highboy steerage according to the instructions. And here we have the inner pan right over here. All very clean, I must tell you. Here we have some of the options which we have for the engine cover. This one is with the louvers right over here. The same here for the lid at the back. We have a solid one, and then obviously we have a louvered one. That's pretty cool. No, you are spoiled for options here. That's really, really nice. Right, another bag of plastic. Oh well. No wonder 191 pounds. Should be a couple of bags, shouldn't it? Right. Some interesting stuff here. So let's start with this one. Oh, that's also an engine. Yeah, that probably is, I have to guess, and I'm really only guessing, another firewall. Looking at the covers right over here, I think that's the Cobra engine. The 5-liter Ford engine, which I identified as a Cobra, and you're welcome to help me, right? We have, is that a tonneau cover? Don't know. We obviously have different kind of frame right over here with the tank. Pretty cool. Then we have, here it says Revell 1996, where we are looking for the history. So that is the 1990s, the same as the 1996 kit. So I would assume that in this 2020 they only changed the box art. It's all I can assume. Right, then we have some dampeners over here, and that's it. Pretty cool. I like that setup for the radiator. That's pretty cool. Really like that. Then we have more wheels. We have seen the steelies, we have seen the chrome wheels. Oh, this one liking each other a little bit too much. Here we go. Then we have more sporty wheels, which you can do in any color. And then we have the traditional, I would say, stock sides of the engine cover right over here, and a couple of smaller parts which I'm not going to get into, but yeah, there they are. And yeah, maybe a little bit of flash here and there, but yeah, certainly not bad at all. Here we go. Lots of vent cover. Here's a steering wheel. So here we have the belt assembly right over here, exhaust right over here, differential, the steering column, and that sporty steering wheel which they have associated with the Coupe, as they call it, and here we have the gear stick, which clearly is for the highboy, right over there. Then we have this one, which has these beautiful fenders right over here, which obviously belong to the Coupe. We have the Coupe dashboard over here, and then we have the smooth engine covers. If you prefer that, you can have a go at that. Pretty cool. Options galore, and all for this beauty. The 5-window Coupe body. So let's open this up. As I said earlier, rear lights are in here. Let's get them out here. Here they are. These are the Coupe rear lights, which are basically the original rear lights, and more sporty ones, it appears, for the highboy. Right. And here is the body with the opening roof, which obviously you need to very carefully tape when you paint your car. Then here's the air conditioning, which is a flap which you could open from the inside. Doors molded in, obviously. The hinges are molded in, therefore, but the door openers are not molded in, so they're door handles, door openers. And that's obviously where you then also put the parts in if you build a highboy to close this section right over here. Otherwise, very nice, very smooth, bit of tender loving care. Don't do too much, otherwise you might sand off some of these beautiful lines, which obviously you don't want to do. But otherwise, very cool, very cool. Injector pin marks, certainly in spots where they are not a problem. A little bit on the roof, yeah, there's nothing you can do about that, but otherwise these ones. Yeah, so there, the answer, or the question, is this a 60s kit, has been answered, I think, quite comprehensively. No, it isn't. I think it is a 1996 kit, and it shows, and I bought a reboxed version from 3 years ago. Right, so let's get back upstairs, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Here we go, back upstairs, and we obviously had a look at the 2-in-1 Ford. Here it is. Looks an awesome kit. Just got it in the shop for average price, so if you see it somewhere, well, get it. It really is. Looks a very nice kit. Obviously, it's a beautiful car, and if you like the highboy style, well, off you go. That is a kit for you. If you rather go with the more traditional street rod or hot rod style, then obviously the what they call coupe version is there for you as well. If you want to build an original 32 Ford, this kit is not for you. There's a original cannot be rebuilt with this particular kit at all. Right, hope you guys enjoyed that, because I did. I had lots of fun looking into this box. Really nice. And thanks Scylla for buying me this kit. Really appreciate it, and we'll have lots of fun with it. And that's all from me. Hope you guys have a wonderful week further, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.